Got a little drop shot fish. I want to talk to you guys real quick little video. And real quick tip, do not, well, try not to boat flip drop shot fish because you're gonna mess that little hook. You're gonna mess that little hook and weight up real bad, and you gotta retie. I hate retying. I don't know about you, but I hate retying. So either lip them or get a, get a net. But I seen the hook right there. That had a pretty good hook set on him. So let him tire himself out. Little chunker. You see, my drop shot weight and line and all that's still good. You try to get them in too quick, they get to flipping and this, that, and other. Granted, you think you got a suspect hook set. By all means, definitely get them in the boat fast as possible. But nice little chunker, man. It's been a tough day. That's the only reason I had to bring out the drop shot. But I'm gonna talk to you guys real quick about my drop shot setup. Let this little buddy go. Thank you, little buddy. You have a good one. Right back to your cover over there. Nice one. So, real quick, guys. Let's go over a setup. Little drop shot hook. I believe this is by Trokar or Gamakatsu. One of the two. So that's the only two I can name at this moment that ring a bell for my hook. I think it's a size 2, extra wide gap. Like I said, it's either Gamakatsu or Trokar. I kind of swapped between the two, and I think this is Gamakatsu. Either way, size 2. Little Berkeley power bait there. A little dip tail. Got a little stained water today. That's a tungsten weight. Sometimes I run Woo tungsten. I think this one right here is Harmony. There's a couple of different brands out there that I mess around and go because half the time you get your drop shot weight, snagged up, whatever, and you'll break that off. So I run a couple different companies, but I normally run tungsten. I just want to make sure I got bottom contact sometimes if I'm fishing deep, things like that. But I like running tungsten down there. I'm not saying it's mandatory, but I do. Like I said, tungsten adds sensitivity as well as braid. So best of both worlds, what I go with. And usually I can get like a pack of 3 to 5 of them for not too expensive or anything like that. So that's that. Then my rod here is a full-on carbon fiber setup, loose carbon fiber setup. This is from Dick's Sporting Goods. You could probably get it online as well, and all-purpose spinning gear. But I believe it's a medium heavy. No, it's a medium, sorry. So this is a medium power, fast action rod, 7 foot. I love the wind grips, for grip and casting, things like that. Love the wind grip knobs that it comes with. Love those. But right here I'm running 10-pound casking braid. A lot of people, have different opinions on braid. But to me, as long as it gets the job done, that's just how I've been rolling, and it's been working just fine. But 10-pound casking braid. This is nice high vis yellow. A leader knot here. A lot of people use the FG knot. I think it takes a little too long, a little too, I don't know. I hate tying knots. As I told you guys earlier, I don't like retying this either. But I use Alberto knot. As you can see, nice and small. Comes to the guides well. And that's about how far I have my leader. And Jose actually put me on, if you guys have seen Jose in some of my videos. I used to have my leader knot further down in this, but sometimes it'd get hung up on my cast. So he was like, hey man, just try going a little shorter. I've gone full fluorocarbon before, but you don't get the sensitivity like I have a braid, so I switch back to braid to leader. But my leader line is probably about 8 foot altogether. I'm 6'4", so I do a full wingspan and then like 1/2 a wingspan on that pull. So maybe about 8 to 10 foot maybe. Somewhere around that, in that range of leader line. This is 10-pound Seaguar. I believe it's like Seaguar runs an actual like leader line, not like Invisex or anything like that, or Red Label. It's actually a leader line. But this is 10-pound. I use 10-pound Seaguar. This right here, I use the uni knot. Some people use polymer knot. I've used both. Both work fine, but I was tying up real quick, so I just used uni real quick. Both of them are pretty quick knots, don't get me wrong. But that's what I got. That's my full setup, man. And this thing has done me just right on plenty of fish. Gotta have your drop shot seat, right? It's that kind of day. I was like, oh, I got bit again. That's a little nibble. And half the time, man, on this bait, you'll literally get a couple, little nibbles from smaller fish. At least you know you're around bait in the area. That's a good sign, period. But like I said, I let this little setup, man, nice and smooth. That wasn't a huge fish. Otherwise, I like the drag as well, because drag would have went if it was a little bigger fish, pulling a little harder. No, man, I like this little setup, man. And one thing about drop shot, a lot of people, I mean, don't get me wrong, you can throw this drop shot pretty much anywhere. Pond, lake, you name it, river, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the area in which you're throwing, whether this be a sloping bank, or what I like to do, what I'm about to come across right now, is a nice little bluff wall bank. Like up here in this area is about 6 to 7 foot. Then it starts like over here is about 12. Then it gets a little deeper. Like I said, I'm about to come up on the bluff walls, but I want to come over by this cover, of course, to definitely fish near. And that's one thing I like about up at Came Park. I was just about to talk about you, but the little weed guard it has here. I've never had any issues with, hookups, as you guys seen. Never had any issues with hookups, but the weed guard does help out, in my opinion, instead of having a straight open hook. I don't work this bait crazy fast, especially on tough days like today. You'd think this is a perfect day. It's overcast, slick, calm. It should be munching, but maybe if it had a little bit of breeze, it'd probably be a little better. But yeah, like I said, I like to throw it around just about anything, just like how you throw a Texas rig, almost how you throw a Texas rig, not directly into a tree, please. But, around cover, hit the points, things like that, obvious things that poke out. You can't go wrong with that when it comes to a drop shot. And as you guys see, I'm literally leaving it there for about, a couple wiggles, couple hops. Because if they're there, they're going to eat, period. If you put it right in front of their face, they're going to get it, okay? Water's a little stain. I think the power bait and that color, it's a little darker color, along with the little dip tail. I think that helps out a lot in the steam water. Don't get it wrapped around a tree like me. Oh God, I had to go get that. I don't like retying. That's one thing you gotta be careful with. Be very accurate with the cast. Don't you can't skip the drop shot underneath the overhang. Learn that the hard way. All right, there we go. Back in action. But yeah, guys, that's about it as far as like I said, targeting little areas. That's a bite right there. I don't know if you guys seen that thing jolt down, but that's a smaller fish though. Gotta be like maybe a crappie or something, bluegill. That little quick little machine gun smacks. Like I said, it's good to know the fish in the area, but at the same time, you want the bigger ones that are going to eat this. You know what I mean? Hey man, like I said, I just want to give you guys a quick little video about my drop shot setup and what I target, how I fish it. Like I said earlier, a couple little hops in the area. I just spooked something. A couple little hops in the area, and if they didn't hit it within that first, 20 seconds or so, especially when you're coming on bluff wall. So bluff wall, the bait's, a couple hops will let it come off the ledge and go down. Once you sit there, like I said, a couple wiggles, it'll come off the ledge, it'll go down. So that's all you do is working, down the ledge, down the bluff wall. And like I said, within your first 30 seconds, you don't have a bite, they're not right there. Next high percentage spot. Okay, so right now I'm in 21 feet of water. Like I said, I got some fish in the area, which is good. That's another one. Ooh, somebody had it for a second. Oh no, my freaking drop shot weight is gone. Weightless drop shot weight. So I have some teardrop shaped weights, and I have these as well. I mean, I can't necessarily, have an opinion on which one's better. I use both. I can't say which one gets hung up more. I've lost both. So, bam. And got a nice little 8 to 10 inch leader. Summertime, I go a little a little higher, 10 to 12. Are in the grass or closer to the bottom when it's hot out in the summertime. Deep in the grass. So that little, you know, 10 to 12 inch leader kind of helps out with fish kind of suspending it off stuff. So, and plus that as I was talking about earlier, that 8 to 10 foot leader line, it'll help with, you know, when you got to retie your knot, things like that. You don't lose too much leader because you got, you know, a good amount left. But when I get down to about 4 foot left of that leader, then yes, I'll go ahead and retie me a full 8 to 10 foot leader line. Try to catch one more for you guys before I get up out of here. Hit that little transition point between rock and grass. As you notice, I'm not even reeling up much. Like, make my wiggles, let that thing fall down to the next shelf on the bluff wall. Let it sit. You're gonna see your line take off, or you'll fill it with the braid. Like I said, a couple wiggles, let it drop down. You're just working that one little area, seeing if anyone's home. Right here, I see my bait drop. I seen the line stop. That's all I'm gonna do. That was a couple little taps right there. But if I lift up and that thing's swimming left and right, you're good to go. Right now, I'm just kind of letting it drop down the wall. No reeling necessary. Because once you're dropping, you're taking up line. Once that bait drops down the shelf, it's taking up line by itself. So, no need for reeling. So once you get it back tight, dang, look, there you go again. Cicada fell out the tree. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Wrap it up here. I'm only gonna fish to the edge of this little point coming up, but I have to leave. You know, I got, you know, family to tend to. But thank you guys for joining in. If I do catch one, you'll see if I catch another one here. But otherwise, thank you guys for joining in today. Thank you guys so much for all your support. You got any questions, any comments you want to leave down below, by all means, love, you know, interacting with you guys, having a good old conversation, exchanging knowledge. I'm all for learning new things, of course. Let me know if you guys got anything you want to ask or you want to say down below. By all means, let me know. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you like fishing content, if you like learning new tips, tactics, little projects that I do, boat builds that I put together here. You like content like that, guys, be sure to follow the channel, hit that notification bell so you guys get notified when I post every single week. I do giveaways each month, whether it be on Instagram at SMD Fishing or right here on this page or on this YouTube page. But love to have you guys join me on my little adventures. Love to give you guys little tips and tactics that I've learned along the way. Again, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. You guys take care.